Morning, everybody. This is your quarantine lesson for, what's today? May the 12th, I'm pretty sure. This is the last week of our curriculum that we're using at Cushing. So if you have been doing something for the past 2 weeks with this Texas home learning stuff, then this should be your last week to do something. We tried to get everybody to do 3 weeks, and this is week 3. So I'm going to walk you through some of the things that it suggests for you to do for today. Remember, do what you can, do as much as you can, but at the end of the day, just do your best and then forget the rest. If you don't get to every little thing, it is okay. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that it lists for you today is a routine that it did earlier. It's called Find Specific Sounds. And so what it wants you to do is think of a certain sound to listen for and search for all throughout the day. Now, I thought that was a little tricky myself, so I wanted to suggest kind of an adjustment to that. I'm going to write down 3 of our main digraphs that we've worked on this year in first grade. Now, these are also introduced in kindergarten, but it takes kids a little while to really master this. So we've got TH up here, CH, and SH. They each are 2 letters that come together to make a brand new sound. So what I would do today is I would have my child look through different books in our home and choose one of these digraphs to kind of hunt for. This is something that we do in class pretty often when we introduce a new thing. We try to find it in as many places as we can in actual books or magazines or newspapers, something like that. Now, don't forget that TH makes 2 different sounds. It makes a th, like in the word thimble, and then it makes a th, like in the word they. Okay, that's a tricky one because it has 2 different sounds. So if you choose to look for TH today, point that out to your child. Point out that it is making 2 different sounds. Some words it's going to sound like one thing, some words it's going to sound like something else. It has a new story for you to read today. It's talking about seeing in the dark. Seems like a good story. If you don't want to read that story, remember, just read something else you have at your house. You don't have to read that certain story. But make sure when you read, you're stopping to think about what you read, because that is what reading is. Reading is thinking. So you want to keep thinking while you read. Let's look at our word problem for today. There's a lot of numbers in this one. Okay, it says Nicholas bought 9 green apples. I'm going to write that down. And 7 red apples. Sophia bought 10 red apples. Okay, so I'm going to kind of split my board. And you can do this if you're working this out on some paper. You can do this too. This is what Nicholas bought. Now I'm going to write what Sophia bought over here. I'm splitting it just so my work doesn't start running into each other. So she bought 10 red apples and 6 green apples. Now the problem says that Sophia thinks she has more. Is she right? Or is she wrong? So what we're going to have to do is figure out how much Sophia has and figure out how much Nicholas has. Now I'm looking at Sophia's numbers. That's really easy to add together. 10 plus 6, you should know that in a snap. 10 plus 6 is 16. You just put that 6 where the 0 was. So we already know how many apples Sophia has. Sophia has 16. Now, to figure out Nicholas's, we're going to use that same strategy we've been using. We're going to turn this 9 into a 10 because it's really, really close. So what we're going to do is we're going to split up this 7. We're going to take 1 away from the 7, and that will leave us with 6 left. And then we'll just put some things together. So this 1 is going to go over here to this 9. That's going to become 10. And then we have 6 left. Look, it's the exact same problem that we already solved. 10 plus 6, that equals 16. So to answer our question, Sophia, do you have more apples than Nicholas? No, you don't. Y'all have the same amount of apples, okay? You should probably check your work before you start bragging to everybody about how many apples you have. All right, that is it for today. I hope that you have a great Monday or Tuesday or whatever day you end up watching this. And I hope most of all that you are staying safe. Okay, I hope you're continuing to be kind to everyone in your family. I know it can be hard, but do try really hard to be kind to everybody in your family. And last but not least, I hope you work hard with whatever you're doing today. I love you so much. Mwah. Goodbye.